Okay, so mistakes were made. Hey, everybody out there, if you're using an auto clicker, make sure you're pointing at the right place before you click it, because I broke the glass and all the witches came out after me. But we survived. Barely, but we survived. So, actually what it got me thinking is that here at the beginning of episode 5 of season 6 of AutoCraft, what I probably need to do is get a better food source, because I have been... Did I leave an experience behind? I did. Oh yeah, I'll take that. Gotta repair our tools. But I have been just barely eking by on all this little food that I collect here and there, and then I'm going and buying some. So here at the beginning of the episode, we are going to hop over to the Nether, and we are going to do a Hoglin farm. I want pork chops. Pork chops would be good. Oh, I just snuck through there. That'd be great. Pork chop, endless pork chops. Let's do it. All right, so as we pop through our portal here, you'll notice that we're not in the right biome. We need a crimson biome, and we're in a warp one, so that's okay. We'll find one, I think, if I just go east. East? Very, very... Didn't realize it was so close, but yes, if I just go east, I can actually make the farm right over here. And I think I'm going to make it just out of sight, just out of reach of the portal, so I know just to fly a little bit to the east, and it will be there. That way I'm also away from everybody. Now, I've never done this before. I've never done a Hoglin farm. And I don't want to look at a tutorial. I just want to kind of do it. My understanding of it is that piglins spawn regardless of the light level. So if I light it up a lot, it should help limit what's actually spawning. And they burn. So platforms, lights, fungus. We put the little mushroom fungus things down so they run from it. I think they run 7 blocks or something like that, 6 or 7 blocks. So we're just going to make a platform with a hole in the middle with lava in it with hoppers underneath. Let's see how it works. Okay, the farm is complete, and I'm in my little hidey hole, my little AFK spot. It could be better. It could be better, but it really doesn't need to be for what it produces. There's some things I learned from this. One, if you saw it in the replay, see how it turns from... It doesn't if I go that way, but see how it turns from the crimson biome to the warp biome. Turns out the whole thing is actually in the crimson biome, even though the coloring doesn't show it. So how often do you get to see a Hoglin farm working in a warp biome, even though you're not in a warp biome? It's, well, you are. My head is, but it's in the crimson biome. So I did build this at 1 block high on accident. I went 2 blocks up and was thinking that the platform would be 2 blocks above this one so that things could spawn here, and then built the entire thing and had to take it down, do it again. The light level has to be above an 11, I found out. If it's low, 11 or lower, you get piglins will actually spawn. Not zombie piglins, but regular piglins will spawn once in a while, which isn't too big of a deal. So I just got in here and spam torches. You could easily make the torch pattern much better so that you don't have holes and that kind of stuff. But again, I'm not really doing this... open my door. I'm not really doing this to be, you know, precise. I just want food. Oh, the other thing I did after I built it was lower this one more. Let me go back up in the camera here. The lava... Oh, that's a lot of piglin feet. Like that guy there. That guy there. He was actually able to jump out. If the lava is level with the platform, he can jump out. And I didn't think he really could because, I mean, you sink down with the aw, but he's burning. You sink down there with the signs and everything, so why would he be able to jump out? But man, he does. So, uh-oh. Whole thing's already full again. And I've got 1, 2, 3 boxes. Shulker boxes full of pork, a shulker box full of leather, and the stupid thing is full again. So now it's going to be all backing up into the hopper. So I either need to get out of here to shut this thing off, or I need to go get more shulkers and start filling more shulkers up. And I really haven't AFK'd that long. That right there is probably only maybe 2 hours worth of AFKing. So it is a really, really nice farm. And the doors work real well because, yep, Pressure plates. Ha. Spawn proof. And it automatically closes my door, which is great. I have had the piglins jump off there and run down here and chase after me. So you gotta be careful with it, but I am set for food forever in this world, and probably will end up maybe sharing a little or selling. I don't know who's actually selling pork chops, if anybody, but I might share. Well, our next task is a big one, because you can see Rusty has got something going on here with his organic style builds. I'm in Bell's tree. Steph's and Bell's place down here. I'm pretty sure this is Bell's tree. I might have to look that one up. 100% sure this is Bell's tree. Anyway, but and then you got FC and Geo over here and all their big builds, and big build here on a pop-up. Yeah, I don't want to show that because I'm not sure they have. And then there's this area out here that is nothing leading to my place. And, let's say it leads to my place is nothing. I think Rusty's trying to push, well, he's got his little holder here, his gas holder, but literally my area is right here. So he's kind of starting to I think, Dune Peaches, you need to start doing something before I take over your land. So the next task is to do just that. I've got 27 shulkers here full of stone, cobblestone, gravel, all kinds of stuff, dirt, coarse dirt somewhere, tough, pale moss, all kinds of things. I want to terraform this entire area into a beautiful, magnificent hillside that I think will start at this little ditch or ravine right here and head up that way. I want it to be real tall. I want it to be magnificent. I want to be able to walk up it with a trail and get that part done. And then after that, maybe we'll have some more ideas about what little structures we can put on here. Or, we were talking maybe about a lighthouse too, but there's a lot of other lighthouses that is currently going on. So we'll see. I just want to terraform and practice that terraforming. So we are going to start now. Okay, so I am back over at Rosie's place because Rosie has been helping me quite a bit with gathering materials for that build, and I am paying her now for leaves. She wanted, 2 diamonds per stack of mango leaves and, a shulker box full of rockets for all the other leaves that she gave me. So there's her payment, and let's go. This is gonna close. Oh, Rosie, this has gotta be automatic. But yeah, she's been helping me out quite a bit, and on top of Friendly's build over here, I wonder if he's gotten it. Yep, I put his payment right there on top. He helped as well with the pale oak moss. So let's fly this way and see how this renders. I do not have the Bobby mod on. I really need to, because I think it would look beautiful in this case with this rendering a little bit better. But it should be coming into view now. A little bit of the path, and wow, that's really taking forever to render. Let's go stand over here. There we go. That's a much better view. Yeah, there's my hillside. You can see the path and everything up. It is not done. I needed the leaves and I needed a few other things to kind of finish things up. And I do have some ideas for the path too. Because 1, we need a bridge. Obviously, you can't just cross a ravine. And 2, I built the path kind of up on top of the ground, and that kind of raised path, right? So I'm going to need some retaining walls along the sides, just some real gentle ones, so that it looks appropriate and doesn't have some of these sharp edges on them. And this side, let me fly over here. I'll fly to the very top. Boom, there's the top. Let's go into F4. And so it is a cliffside. I got a little couple holes here to fix. It is a cliffside that reaches out over the water. Well, not really over the water. It's gently slopes back, but it would be perfect, I think, for a big lighthouse to kind of tie into it, and a bunch of other things. But we can see here how I'm missing some things, and the leaves are the big things I'm missing because I really want to show different gradients of how the water interacts with the base of this, how a small not ravine in the side of the hillsides, but where waterway may, actually kind of flow down, and it makes it a little darker. So once I cover this with some leaves and some stuff, and some other little decorations, I think it's going to really make sense. Here's the big thing. I didn't go down to the, I mean, it's I hate when it just stops at the water like that. When you look underneath here, yep, see, I didn't go all the way down. I really would like to. Hey, you guys didn't either. Huh. FC and Geo, they need to go down to the ground as well. But anyway, I would love to take these slopes all the way down and really make it complete. And I might do that eventually, but for now, I'm not going to. So let's maybe not do a time lapse. Let's instead, I'm gonna get myself hurt. Let's instead do some of the other little terraforming pieces, kind of one by one here, and we'll get more of a finished product for this video. Oh, I love this. Nice and gradual. That's the angle I was looking for. It's going to really help focus your eyes to the top. Maybe a small little building over here in the flat area. Yeah, this is great. Oh, and there you have it. Isn't that beautiful? I love this. I love this view. We're going to finish this path here. Actually, I think I'm about tying that path in over there to Rusty's stuff, especially since Rusty's got some little stuff right here. I'm going to ask him to see what he's doing with all of this, and maybe we tie this kind of landscaping into his. I don't know. We'll see. But let's join me as I come down here in this hole, which I don't know. This hole is weird. I don't know if we can fill it or make a pond out of it or something like that. But we're going to cross our bridge, and we're going to go up. Now, it's not the smoothest thing when you're walking up. It is a half block each time, but it is very possible to not have to jump and walk all the way up to the top of our little mountain, our hill. And there we go. Oh, not all the way up, apparently right to here. But I'm going to do something up here. Not exactly sure what it is just yet, but it's going to be something cool. I can tell you that. Let's get one more view of this. What happens if you look like you're coming up in a boat or something from the outside? Oh, I love it. I love boating up on it. I thought this mountain was going to be a little taller than their little ziggurat looking thing over there, but I was wrong. Although my final build on this top might actually be well above it. So that's a really cool view, though. I like that. It looks like it's been splashed on. I was thinking about even some ways to make it look like the water's coming up on the shore a little bit and splashing in waves and that kind of stuff. I'm not that good of a terraformer. But I might look into seeing how to do waves and that kind of thing. See if there's a little trick to it. Plus, you can see right here, I didn't go down to the ground. Eventually, I'd like to, but I did go all the way around. And look at that. You got some greenery coming down the side, and this side over here is too steep for anything to grow on. So any kind of seeds or any kind of leaf droppings that would spread greenery, would spread foliage and roughage and that kind of stuff, fell down here to the shoreline, which is a little less steep, and started growing. At least that's the thought behind something like that. And the same thing here. It's these vines, leaves, plants are trying to reach the water. Now, that being said, I had a really good idea about this, and I just don't have it. But I guess back over here. So like right in here where the leaves go into the water, pale oak leaves are gray, or at least a shade of gray. So, if you guys have ever seen, like, I think, what's it called? Root rot? Crown rot? Whatever it is, when water, leaves don't, well, these leaves do, but not all these plants will actually survive in the water. They'll turn different colors and that kind of stuff. So I was thinking about actually getting some pale oak leaves and putting it into this little area here to show that these leaves have grown into the water and the leaves have died as they've drowned, so to speak, right? Anyway, I really love this. This is really cool. Oh, and here we're floating in from the side. Yeah, this is gonna be cool. I can't wait to get the rest of the builds up here. So this is not quite how we're gonna end the episode. I'm gonna do one more thing as we're closing out here. Definitely done a lot of work, a lot of gathering of materials, a lot of building. But I just can't leave this episode without doing one more thing. So let's get back to the industrial district. Oh, what is it with these stupid piglins? Zombie piglins. They like to climb to the highest spot around, which is up here. Whatever. I wonder if I can... I can't push them off apparently right now. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I did come back to the industrial district and... Ooh. That never gets old. I really like that. There. Anyway. And I did build my mud machine. And nope. I guess what I could have done... I don't have it in my inventory right now. I could have just seen if, or tested, if a water bottle like this and a dispenser, just a water bottle alone, could turn... concrete or powdered concrete into concrete, and it does not. So nope, this little system isn't going to work like I thought it might or was hoping. Like I said, I should have tested that before, but I'm not going to take this down and still... no, excuse me. Rewind. I'm not going to take this down. What's the word? What's the word? What is the word? I don't even know the word. I can't think. What's the word? What is the word? Instead, okay, nope, not going to tear this down, but instead, I'm going to build, or just decorate around it, leave it here, and I'll have a mud machine, which I kind of do want to have a mud machine. I typically have one anyway, and back over at the starter island area, the pathway to connect to Rusty's going to have some mud in it and some mud bricks and blah, blah, blah. So I'll just leave that there. But next episode, concrete machine, we're going to have to do it. I can't handle it no more. We're going to have to expand this space out, and that's going to be kind of the expectations of next episodes is one, oh, you can't see it from here, but above that roof is open still, not completely closed by concrete. And I'm going to push probably this side back for afar. I don't know. I want to be able to fly. I want to be able to fly through here, which I guess technically I can a little bit, but I want to be able to fly down these hallways and have a good time and keep decorating stuff. So that's it, folks. I really appreciate you watching. Love you all. Please, please, please tune into the next one. And I'm hoping to get these episodes out a little bit quicker, a little bit more frequent. So let's see if we can do that. And maybe life can slow down otherwise, right? Yeah. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.